As I was saying, we've done this program at the temple. We're going to try it on Zoom. I think it'll be just as fun because this music is eternally popular. The American musical attracted the attention of the greatest songwriters and composers of the pre-rock era, and many of them were Jewish. We're going to feature and we're going to celebrate them today. So we're going to start with Harold Arlen's Get Happy. So I'm going to play along and you sing to your heart's content. Okay, I hope you've all were able to hear that and participate. Why don't I see if you can sing along and see the words? Once you all raise your hands so we can, okay. Okay, good. So it's working out okay. Wonderful. Harold Arlen was born Hymick Arluck in February of 1905 in Buffalo, New York. He was the child of a Jewish cantor. He was reared singing in the synagogue choir, and he played classical piano. So we're going to do some of his collaborations with Yip Harburg and then one with Ira Gershwin. Here's the first one, Over the Rainbow. It'll be the next screen. Okay, I'm going to give you the introduction, which is a beautiful introduction. I neglected to put the words on there, but if you know them, sing along, and then you can join in on the chorus.
Mike,
Yes,
the natives, everybody wishes to be unmuted. They want to hear everybody.
okay, that's fine. Let's give it a
Okay.
try.
So we can give it a try.
Sure.
Okay, let me see if I can do this now. It's not.
Still some people muted, but.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll continue on.
Give me a second. Let's see if I can get everybody unmuted here, which is not
Okay, sure.
being nice to me here.
Just realize as Ruth Ann is unmuting everybody, our experience with Zoom has been that there'll be some lag with different people with singing speeds. So as long as you're okay with that.
Okay.
Somebody messed up the sound there.
Sorry?
David, try again and see if it came to you.
Are you
finally.
unmuting? People are
I'm
still muted.
unmuting.
I'm
Everybody
unmuted.
needs to unmute themselves as I give them permission to unmute.
Okay,
So pretty much everybody should be able to unmute.
Hello, can you hear me now?
yeah,
Yep.
we can hear everybody
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, okay, Mike.
Well,
Mike,
Mike,
Yeah.
if you have a comment, I said, do it through chat. And if not, we're gonna have pandemonium, so, you know, let's just,
Okay.
now I was just gonna say, keep the songs more simple. That's a difficult song to sing for anybody, really, Over the Rainbow. It's
that's
got a
fine,
wide
Mike,
range.
you know, that's fine, Mike, but I'm trying to do this for the whole crowd,
Your
I'm
sound
sorry.
is
Well,
bad
I'm
again.
I'm mentioning it for the whole crowd.
Over the
I'm
rainbow,
mentioning it for the whole
It's all
crowd, for the
breaking up.
benefit of everybody.
Well,
put-
some of us enjoy it. Thank you.
we need to
Thank
put
you.
everybody on mute, because that's what
Okay.
we'll need to
Everybody should
do.
be able to unmute themselves if they wish.
Okay, okay, I'm just saying, this is not a board meeting. Okay,
We can give it a
I think
try.
it's actually the same as a board. That's okay, never mind.
yeah, never
Okay.
mind.
Let's
Okay.
sing.
Okay, the next tune by Harold Arlen and Yip Harburg is It's Only a Paper Moon.
It's only a paper moon. Da-da-da-da. That's
Okay.
nice.
Ready? Here we go.
The paper moon. Over the sea. But it wouldn't be make believe if you believed in me. Hanging over a muslin tree.
But it
Wouldn't be make believe if you believed in me. Mike, we can't hear you.
That's the trouble. Yeah.
That's because Zoom's picking up everybody singing.
Right.
Love, it's a honky tonk parade.
So basically it comes down to, do you want to hear each individual singing or do you want to hear the music?
It's a Barnum and Bailey world.
It sounded like there was more talking than singing.
When people are singing, I cannot hear mine.
Okay, so let's put the whole idea behind this, because I knew of some of the limitations with this, is to have everybody sing, but sing in their own homes.
We
Is it
can
pretty-
do that.
Okay,
Your sound is not coming through when others are singing.
okay,
So I'm going to go back and mute everybody again. So just sing to yourself with the music, okay?
Good, yeah.
okay. Next week, if there's a vote of the majority to do this unmuted, then we'll consider it. But for right now, we're going to mute. So it's not to mean that you don't have mute.
Okay.
Our Hyman Arlick is called The Man That Got Away. If you recall that Judy Garland was identified with Over the Rainbow when she was a young girl, 1939. Well, she sang this song too with lyrics by Ira Gershwin in 1954 for the movie I'm drawing a blank. A Star is Born. So here we are with The Man That Got Away. Man That Got Away by Harold Arlen and Ira Gershwin. Okay. That's a little bit better for everybody. Can you hear okay? Fine?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, it's good. Yep.
Okay, very good. We're going to move on now to another pair of composers who wrote a lot of the Great American Songbook, George and Ira Gershwin. George was the composer and Ira was a lyricist. They were born Jacob and Israel Gershowitz. And unfortunately, George had a very short life. He was extremely prolific, but he died at the age of 38 or 39. His brother Ira went on to write the words to songs by other composers. They were the sons of Boris and Rosa Gershwin in Brooklyn, New York. Their childhood home was the center of the Yiddish Theater District. So here we are with Wonderful. Okay. There's a lovely ballad by George and Ira called But Not For Me. we're doing today is we're giving you a broad brush taste of the Jewish geniuses who populated the great American songbook scene in the 20th century. Next week, we're going to devote a whole hour to Irving Berlin, who wrote over 1,500 tunes and lived almost to 100 years old. So we'll be telling you more about his life and his times. Next tune is another lovely song called Embraceable You. Really wonderful music, especially when you consider that the two of them accomplished this during George's relatively short time on this earth. The next tune is called A Foggy Day. A lot of singers have had very successful hit arrangements of this, including Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, and others. So here we are with A Foggy Day in London Town. Okay. Hope you're enjoying all these. Give me a thumbs up if this is something you're enjoying. Okay, super. Not the other thumb. No. Okay. This last tune we're going to feature of the Gershwin brothers is I've Got Rhythm. This has been made into a great hit by many different people, and I hope you enjoy it. That's George and Ira. We're going to switch over to Jerome Kern. So let me tell you a little bit about him. He was one of the most important American theater composers of the early 20th century. He wrote more than 700 different tunes. They were used in 100 stage works, including such classics as Old Man River, Can't Help Loving That Man, Fine Romance, and The Way You Look Tonight. He was born in New York City to Henry, a Jewish German immigrant father, and Fanny, an American Jewish mother of Bohemian descent. Though he was raised Jewish, his parents hid all signs of the Jewish heritage to facilitate their full assimilation into American society. And their wedding was the last time that either entered a synagogue. Perhaps not surprisingly, Jerome never manifested any interest in Judaism or Jewish practice. We're going to do 3 tunes by Jerome Kern, and 3 tunes, maybe 2 tunes. I'll have to look at it. The first one is called All the Things You Are. He collaborated, he was the composer, and the words are by Oscar Hammerstein II. Maybe there's a little homework project. Maybe somebody can tell me why he was never called Oscar Hammerstein Jr. instead of Oscar Hammerstein II. But anyway, this tune, All the Things You Are, is from the musical Very Warm for May. All the Things You Are. Okay, this next one is very popular. In fact, I've been having somebody request this at my daily Facebook live program, and but he's been away for the next couple of days. So when he shows up, we're going to do that again. This is called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. It's from 1933. The lyrics are by a gentleman named Otto Harbach, and they were from the 1933 Broadway musical Roberta. This is dedicated to Bobby Fischner. Okay, that was Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. All right, I'm only giving you 2 of Jerome Kern today, so we're going to move on because we have so many musicians, composers, and lyricists to feature today. The next couple are Sammy Cahn and Julie Stein. Sammy Cahn, the composer, was a 4-time Academy Award winning American lyricist, songwriter, and musician. He's best known for his romantic lyrics, the Tin Pan Alley and Broadway songs, as recorded by Frank Sinatra, Doris Day, and many others. He was born on the Lower East Side of New York City to Jewish immigrants from Poland. His collaborator, Julie Stein, the lyricist, was born in London as Julius Kerwin Stein to Jewish immigrants from the Ukraine who ran a small grocery store. At the age of 8 years old, he moved in with his family to Chicago, where at an early age he began taking piano lessons. So here is a collaboration from 1942 from the film Youth on Parade called I've Heard That Song Before. One of my favorite trumpet players, Harry James, had a big hit with that. As he did with this next tune, a Julie Stein Semicon collaboration called It's Been a Long, Long Time. From the same, let's see, what year is it? We have the year on this. 1945. Been a long, long time. Okay. Next one that they did together was called The Things We Did Last Summer. Probably different from the things we're doing this summer, I bet. 1946. Very nice. Very nice music. These tunes have staying power. The last one by the songwriting team of Sammy Kahn and Julie Stein is Time After Time. Okay. Now we're ready to feature the superhero of Jewish composers and lyricists. That's right, he wrote the tunes, he wrote the music and the words. Thank you. And let me tell you a little bit about Irving Berlin. He was born Israel Isidore Berlin in 1888. He lived to 1989, so he actually lived 101 years of age. He was from the Belarusian area of Europe. He was widely considered as one of the greatest songwriters in American history. During his 60-year career, he wrote an estimated 1,500 songs. So even though he lived to be 101, most of his compilations, his compositions were from about 1914 through the 1950s. Some of his best hits are Easter Parade, White Christmas. Isn't it interesting that so many of these Christian songs are written by Jewish composers? Happy Holiday, This Is the Army, Mr. Jones. There's no business like show business. We just talked about Jerome Kern. He said that Irving Berlin has no place in American music because Irving Berlin is American music. So here we are from 1946 with this collaboration with Ethel Merman from the musical Annie Get Your Gun is I Got the Sun in the Morning and the Moon at Night. (1946). Okay, our next one was actually written for the 1919 Ziegfeld Follies. He wrote this was in his transition from ragtime to lyrical ballads. His first big hit was Alexander's Ragtime Band. And next week you'll hear more about the tunes that he wrote before that never really made the grade. Some of them are pretty humorous. But this one, written for the Ziegfeld Follies of 1919, A Pretty Girl is Like a Melody. Pretty girls like a melody. Listen to the music. Okay, next tune is They Say It's Wonderful. Also from Annie Get Your Gun. So that was the musical that introduced Ethel Merman. So we heard the song that she sang, I Got the Sun in the Morning. Now we're going to hear They Say It's Wonderful. They Say It's Wonderful. Okay. Next one we're going to do, and we're not going to do all 1,500, I promise. This one is Blue Skies. Written in 1926. It's written after Irving Berlin's first daughter's birth. It was a song written just for her. In it, he distills his feelings about being married and a father for the first time. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Okay. Next tune I want to tell you a little story about. It's probably his most well-known tune. And you could see he wrote out the words in his own handwriting. God Bless America, Land That I Love. He wrote the song in 1918 while serving at the U.S. Army in Camp Upton in Yefang, New York. But he decided it did not fit in a review that was called Yip Yip Yefang, so he set it aside. 20 years later, Berlin, who had arrived in America from Russia at the age of 5, felt it was time to revive it as a peace song, and it was introduced on Armistice Day broadcast in 1938, sung by Kate Smith on her radio show. Irving Berlin gave the royalties of the song to God Bless America Fund for redistribution to Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts in New York City. His daughter, Mary Ellen Barrett, said, I came to understand that it wasn't God Bless America, land that we love. It was God Bless America, land that I love. It was an incredibly personal statement that my father was making, that anybody singing this song makes as they sing it. And I understood that that song was his thank you to the country that had taken him in. It was the song of the immigrant boy who made good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to sing this last song, then I'll ask Ruth Ann to take off the mute so we can talk. I'm very interested in hearing your impressions about this, what we can do, and as we go forward with these programs. So to the next screen, Ruth Ann, I think you have the words.
Next one?
Yeah, next one.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. The First part is the intro, which is often not heard when people sing God Bless America, but I think it's a beautiful introduction to the song. Well, the words are there for you. One, two. Okay, now we can unmute everybody and hope you were able to. Hi, David. Didn't have a chance to say hi to David before.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope
Hello there.
everybody was able to pick up on it. Let's just start with Michael. You have to take yourself off mute, Michael. Can't hear you.
Michael, you're muted.
You're muted. There you
Okay.
go. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay, Michael, I gotta leave, but I have to tell you, I loved it. Your playing is as great as always,
Thank you.
and I appreciate it very, very much. Unfortunately, the program, this Zoom, has its issues. Has nothing to do with you,
Right.
because I'm very familiar with your playing, and it's great. You're a great musician, and
Thank you.
so you're welcome. And so I have to leave now, but we'll talk a little bit at some point,
Okay.
and we'll get together, Michael. But I have to leave once again. Thank you
Okay.
so much for your
Thank you.
musicianship.
Thanks for attending.
Thank
Okay.
you, Michael.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any comments? I know there's about 10 messages there, which I didn't have time to read. Yeah. Hey, David.
Yeah, hi. It took me a little while to get in, but we rebuilt the house, paid the electric bill, and here we are.
Oh, you paid the electric bill. About time.
I really did enjoy your playing, Michael.
Well,
And I
thank
do
you.
come today with a quote from Robert Frost from his poem, A star in a stone boat. Never tell me that not one star of all that slip from heaven at night and softly fall has been picked up with stones to build a wall. Some laborer found one faded and stone cold.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next time I'm playing, if you tune in next week, I'm going to do Stars Fell on Alabama and When You Wish Upon a Star, dedicated to you.
Well,
I don't know any
thanks.
comet tunes.
Well, there's one, but one of my favorites is Perry Como's Catch a Falling Star.
Oh, Catch a Falling Star.
Yeah.
Okay, you might twist my arm into doing that next week.
Yeah, I love that one.
Okay, thank you, David. Anybody else? Huh? Yeah, I know. Oh, you mean read the?
Yeah.
Okay. If there's none, let's see. We have some comments here. Please unmute so I can sing along. Okay. You go ahead and just sing. I agree. Please unmute. Okay. That's it. Okay, we need wonderful cat. Well, I'm sure glad that we got a lot of these comments. All right.
Laura's cat.
Is this something that you might come back next week and tell all your friends? And come to enjoy?
Sure, it was good. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, thank you, John. John, bring your drum set here next time.
You know, what I could do without anybody knowing is feed this into the electronic drum set and I'll see how it goes. And then if I get confident, I'll let it.
Okay, this is
Other
all an
people think.
experiment, so.
But at first you won't even know I'm doing it. I'll just plug it into the
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing the best we can with our limited technology.
That's right.
And I think we're doing great. I mean,
I think we are too. I mean, think what it would be like with this problem going around and we didn't have this at all.
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just think about, you're on mute, Serene. If you want to say something, take yourself off mute. Can't hear you.
Serene, unmute.
Serene, you're on mute.
Just touch the screen.
There, okay, go ahead. What were you
Does that
saying?
make a difference?
Yeah,
Yes.
much better.
Okay, I just wanted to thank you. I was singing all along
Oh, wonderful.
and it was fine. And I could harmonize because you were very clear.
Oh, well, thank you. What I want you to do, Serene, you have a homework assignment. I want you to tell all your friends at La Posada to join in, you know. You got,
Think I see anybody, Mike?
well, no.
I
But what happened to Larry Gravitz? He was on and then he was off.
Well, it's time for me to go to.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Next week, Urban Berlin is going to be fascinating. I promise you. He had a
Thank you.
wonderful life and very interesting family situations, and well loved by the whole country. And then the following week, we will be doing George and Ira Gershwin. And then the following Wednesday after that, I believe we're set up to show a movie.
Movie, yep.
Yeah. And if you want some more of these, we can put some together. But, you know, I think
No, we have a very full week. We have tomorrow, the rabbi is starting his preparing to pray to get us prepared for Rosh Hashanah. Friday, we have a service. Saturday, we have Torah studies. And on Sunday, Steve Marin he's now working in Yuma, Arizona. So he has moved his Thursday conversation now to Sunday morning. And his topic this week is going to be Black Jews of Southern Africa, which should be very, very interesting, except I'm playing Mahjong finally. And everybody knows Mahjong trumps everything. So I won't be there, but it should be very, very, very interesting.
good, good. Joey, I didn't hear anything from you. Or were you able to hear the program? I don't know. I haven't heard anything from Joey, which is unlike him. So anyway, I wanted to thank all of you. And if you have a thought that occurs afterwards or a suggestion, you know, please, if you want to say anything, Laura, you're on mute too. So, okay. Thanks all for coming. Yeah. We'll talk to you later. Oh,
Okay, see
Thank you,
ya.
everybody.
okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Ruth Ann.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy to do it.
Okay.